TNA Wrestling No Surrender is this Friday, February the 23rd, taking place in New Orleans, Louisiana. We'll be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There is 8 matches on the show as well, 4 championship matches, and of course there'll be some grudge matches as well. But of course, none will be more personal than the main event for the TNA World Championship, a rematch from Hard to Kill. That's right, Moose will be taking on Alex Shelley, and this time it's in a no surrender rules match. And what is a no surrender rules match, I hear you ask? Let me explain it to you. Moose will have 2 members of his group, the System, in his corner. Of course, that'll be Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. Alex Shelley will have 2 friends in his corner, his longtime friend Kushida, along with Kevin Knight as well. And of course, the guys on the outside of the ring will be holding a towel. When they want their superstar to surrender, their friend to surrender, they will throw in the towel and the other person will walk away as TNA World Champion. It is as simple as that. Who can be that menacing that their friends will throw in the towel on their friend's behalf? Of course, when you look at the build of this, Alex Shelley basically just has the rematch clause. Moose has made this personal by attacking Kushida. We've seen some matches in amongst all these talents as well. In fact, the tag team match is on the pre-show with Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers against Kushida and Kevin Knight. We'll go onto that prediction in a moment. But for me to make a prediction here, I think Moose is going to retain the championship. It does seem like it should favour the babyface, that the heels would want to give in, but they'll do something dastardly, and I think that the friends will have the morals of having to throw in the towel, and I think Moose will walk away still TNA World Champion. Let's go down to that countdown to no surrender match then, shall we? There'll be Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers then against Kushida and Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight's been really impressing me recently with his performances in TNA. Really enjoyed his match with Chris Bay just the other week, and I'm actually going to go here for the System to lose, to build some momentum for the babyfaces, for Alex Shelley, for later in the evening. Perhaps he can overcome Moose, even though I predicted he won't. It makes most sense for me that Kushida and Knight pick up a win in that tag team encounter. Moving on to the Knockouts World Championship, we've got Jordynne Grace, the champion, defending against the Ultimate X winner Gisele Shaw. This has just sort of put itself together really after Hard to Kill, and I think it's going to be a great match if I'm going to be brutally honest. Keeping it short and sweet, I think Jordynne Grace is going to retain the championship. She hasn't long won it from Trinity, of course, at Hard to Kill. I think she'll have quite a lengthy run as champion in TNA, so I think she'll be picking up the win here over Gisele Shaw. Moving on to the X Division Championship, Chris Sabin will be defending against Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali has made his intentions clear that he's going to go for that championship, coming up on that screen a couple of times recently on TNA Wrestling. I'm really excited about the prospect of Mustafa Ali being a part of the X Division, being with TNA Wrestling, and me personally, I hope he wins the X Division Championship. It could be a case here where Sabin could retain against another outsider, just like he did at Hard to Kill, but for me personally, I think the right move is to put that strap on Mustafa Ali. We've seen with outsiders before, they have managed to come in and win the strap quickly, like Leo Rush did against Sabin last year. Let's do the same with Mustafa Ali, please. I think the X Division will be a very fun place with him as your champion. Moving on to the TNA World Tag Team Championships in the best of 3 series we've got. This is match 3. It's 1-on-1 with ABC and the Grizzled Young Vets. So who is going to win the rubber match? Of course, the Vets did, they picked up a win by cheating in the first encounter. ABC, of course, getting their win back in the second match. It does feel for me that unless the Grizzled Young Vets are sticking around long term here, I can't look past the ABC to retain here. But if the Grizzled Young Vets are sticking around long term in TNA Wrestling, put the gold on them. I think they would be fantastic tag team champions, and they would get some superior heel heat as well. But as of the fact that for me, I'm not sure their length of stay in TNA Wrestling, I'm not going to bet against the ABC. We've got our grudge match next now. Josh Alexander going against Simon Gotch. Of course, Simon Gotch did attack Josh Alexander just recently on TNA Impact. And of course, a week later, Simon Gotch was with Angels on his sort of talk show segment that he has, and said that apparently Gotch was the person that faced Josh Alexander the night he was given a TNA contract, pushing him to his limit. Josh got all the praise, got all the accolades, but Simon Gotch didn't get anything. Really like the storyline that's been built behind this match, and I think it sets up nicely here for No Surrender, and hopefully it'll be as a banging match than as what it must have been on the indie scene when Josh Alexander was signed. For me personally, I'm going to go for Josh though to pick up the W. Of course, his contract has just been extended in TNA Wrestling, so I think they have big plans for Josh Alexander moving forward. I see him picking up the win here over Simon Gotch. We have the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships on the line. Decay against MK Ultra. Of course, this is the rematch after Hard to Kill, an impromptu match that was put together as well at Hard to Kill. No one kind of knew what was going on, which meant it was a big surprise when we got new champions in Decay as well. Of course, Jessica and Courtney Rush becoming Rosemary and Havoc once again. For me, I actually see Decay retaining here. I just think the fact they won the belts at the last show, it just feels a bit too flip-floppy for me to give the belts back straight away to MK Ultra. And I'd like to see the Bunny come back. I want to see Ali come back to TNA and be a part of the Undead Realm with Decay. I think that could be quite fun as well. It's probably not going to happen as a prediction, but hey, I'd want to see it happen. I'm putting it out to the universe, but Decay will be my pick. And last but not least, PCO versus KON. I'm joking, of course, PCO versus Con. Con has basically said that, well, the design is dead. He's going to be the baddest man in TNA. Oh, dear Lord, I don't see that happening for very long, personally. I'm even going to say I think PCO is going to win this match. I know that Con has been built kind of strong in the last couple of weeks, and he's even gone after the French-Canadian Frankenstein, but I don't see him picking up the win here. I think PCO wins at No Surrender. So that's my predictions for No Surrender taking place this Friday. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, share with a friend, and subscribe as well. And of course, the more likes that I get on TNA videos, the more videos you'll see representing TNA on this channel. Thanks for watching. Take care. Look after yourselves. I'll see you for the next video. All the best.